So hello guys, welcome to another video of an exclusive series by Spogo News, which is pre-season team analysis. So here you have been connected with us since the last six parts, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, we have talked about Chennai Super Kings, we have talked about the Delhi Capitals, Gujarat Titans, we have talked about Sunrisers Hyderabad and other teams also, which brings us to the seventh part of this series. So today we'll be talking about the team. So before that, let me introduce myself, Raghav, along with Devansh. We have been joining you since the last six videos, and this is again another video which is presented by Spogo News to all of you. And we'll thank everyone that you have been watching our videos, you have been following our insights, which we bring it to you of the different teams. So yeah, today we'll start with a team who won the first ever IPL season under the leadership of Shane Warne, and all those 14 seasons they have just qualified for playoffs just for five times. And it's been, I don't think so that it's a very good record when you talk about other teams and other competitive teams, because they have been competitive throughout all the 14 seasons, and for the two seasons they got banned due to some reasons. And uh, it would be very strange to say that the team had their first orange cap player in 2022 in form of Josh Butler. So in the season where they and the in the season where they also went to the finals and lost to Gujarat Titans. So uh, so many of you must have get this team by now. So today we'll talk about Rajasthan Royals. They have been doing pretty well since few years, and they have been qualifying. They have been showing decent cricket in the tournament. So firstly, let me introduce you with the retained players. The Gujarat Rajasthan have retained this time. And in the batting category, they have their captain Sanju Samson. Then they have Josh Butler. They have Shimran Hetmeyer, Yashasvi Jaiswal, wicketkeeper batter Dhruv Jurel. Then it's Riyan Parag, the middle order batter. Then it's Kunal Singh Rathore, who is also a wicketkeeper batter. So these were the players they have retained, which is followed by the bowlers, who are the likes of Kuldeep Singh, Trent Bolt, Navdeep Saini, Sandeep Sharma, Yuzvendra Chahal, and Adam Zampa. And when we talk about the all-rounders, I think that it has been a problem for them, and they have just two all-rounders. Not if you'll consider Ashwin also in that category, so which will make the category of two. One is Donovan Ferreira, and the other one is Ravichandran Ashwin. And let's talk about the new picks Rajasthan have got this season for the season in the mini auction. They are in the category of batters. They are Roman Powell, the West Indies T20I captain. Then it's Shubham Dubey, uh, who both of them are, I would say, they can both of them also can give a bowling option to Rajasthan, which can make them count in a category of all rounders as well. And the third batter is Tom Caller Cadamore. And when it comes to the bowlers, they have picked Avesh Khan, they have picked Jammu Kashmir's Abid Mushtaq, and the last is South Africa's Nandre Burger, and they haven't picked any all rounder as such. So that if you'll consider that, as I earlier mentioned, that if you'll consider Roman Powell and Shubham Dubey, then they are also the all rounders for them. So, Devansh, I would like you to ask that, as I have just mentioned, the teams and the retained players and the new picks. So, what do you think that how this team will perceive themselves and how this team will go on throughout the tournament?
See, I think it's a pretty solid team to be honest. But the only issue, as you mentioned, is the all-rounders. We don't have any proper all-rounder in the team. Uh, that's a major point of concern. If you look at their whole squad, when it comes to making the playing 11, those all-rounders give you certain overs, because of which you can play an extra batter probably. But in their case, they do not have those all-rounders. I mean, yes, they have Ashwin, they have Riyan Parag, Robin Powell. they have Donovan Ferreira, but the only issue is they all, except from Ashwin, the others are majorly batters. While Ashwin is mainly a bowler. Uh, so I think that's a thing which can hamper their side because all-rounders are very crucial. But however, the impact player rule might just help them. They could play an extra bowler or a batter as an impact player, so that just might solve their problem. But still, as you mentioned, all-rounders is an issue. But this team looks, it looks pretty good. From you have the likes of Butler, Ashwin, Trent Bolt, and Chahal and all these sorts of players, and of course the skipper Sanju Samson, and the current Indian star Jaiswal, Yashasvi Jaiswal. So I think it's a pretty solid side. They are looking a very formidable team on paper as well, and they have done good in the previous 2 seasons. They have qualified and performed pretty well. Uh, yes, I think that's all. They could have targeted an all-rounder in the auction, but they did not. But still, it's a good team, I would say.
So as we found the weakness that they are lacking, they are still lacking behind in the all-rounders category, and they could have covered it up in the auction, but still they haven't. So that would remain a problem for them throughout the season. If if Roman Powell and Shubham Dubey, and as you mentioned that there is Donovan Ferreira as well. If they can perform with ball as well, then it would be definitely a bonus for them. But as of now, they are still lacking in all rounders. So let's come to the batters. The top three, the top order, it's explosive. They have the explosive batters, I would say, in the whole IPL. They have Yashasvi Jaiswal, they have Sanju Samson, and they have Josh Butler. These three batters, we all know how explosive, how brisk innings they can play, how crucial they are for the team. And when we come down then Yashasvi Jaiswal is in an incredible form. We saw his performance in the tour of Afghanistan as well. We saw him in the format as well. We saw him against South Africa as well. So he's in the best form, I would say, which would definitely be helping and be a very imperative. He can play a very imperative role for Rajasthan when it comes to the opening batting along with Josh Butler. Josh Butler's season was not that good previous year, but Rajasthan would definitely believe in him, and Josh Butler would definitely come back this season. What do you think about that?
I mean, it's a brutal top order, to be honest. I mean, Jaiswal, obviously, he's in the form of his life, and the way he's smacking bowlers, he's just hitting runs for fun, if I can say it that way. And Josh Butler, you have to count Josh Butler in, even if he's in the worst form of his life. He's still that kind of a player. We all know what abilities he carries. We saw not in the previous season, but the season before that, he had a major role in taking the Rajasthan Royals to the finals. I think if I'm not wrong, he scored
Yeah.
more than 800 odd runs. So I mean, we all know what Josh Butler can do. Again, he's a star. He's a total star, and if he gets going, then everyone knows he can just win the game single-handedly. And also Sanju Samson. I mean, although international cricket, he does not have a very great record, but again, we know the quality of player he is. He can smack the big ones. He can play a long innings if needed as well. And also Sanju Samson, the skipper. I mean, he's a calm character, and that also helps his side a lot. Um, so I feel this is probably one of the best top orders in this IPL, if I could say, because it's totally power packed. I mean, if any one of these three gets going, I think they can win the game single-handedly.
Yeah, as you mentioned about their skipper, the captain Samson definitely would. I would say for himself, he have to perform if he is looking at the spot in the T20 World Cup as well, in the squad of T20 World Cup as well, along with Dhruv Jurel, who are the like for like players making the spot in for T20 World Cup because Jurel, as a wicket keeper, he has shown his skills, he has shown his talent. And Samson, we all know that how well he can keep, and we have seen him doing very decently, I would say decently well for Rajasthan Royals, but he has to show some talent. He has to show his skill. He has to show his prowess this season in IPL to make his spot permanent in the T20 World Cup. So it would be a very, I would say it would be a very crucial year for him to make a spot in the World Cup. Otherwise, if he somehow fails, then it would be it and Dhruv Jurel performs, I would say, brilliantly, despite of being Ishan Kishan in the first contention, in the first list of the contention. So if Jurel performs brilliantly well, then only I think that he has a place in the T20 World Cup squad along with Ishan Kishan. But if Samson somehow fails, then I don't think so that he'll be able to make a spot for himself.
See, on that point, I feel Jurel has an upper hand.
Yeah.
I feel he's above Samson to make that T20 squad if he does, because you already have a Jitesh Sharma and also Rishabh Pant is fit now. So if Rishabh Pant is 100% and as Jay Shah has also mentioned recently that if Rishabh Pant is keeping and he's 100%, he would be there in that World Cup squad. So I feel it would still be difficult for Dhruv Jurel, but if he has an exceptional IPL and Jitesh Sharma fails, then you might just see Jurel in that squad. And not forgetting Ishan Kishan, although he hasn't got the contract, but still he can be picked for the T20 World Cup, given how he performs. And he's also a proven player, and he has been the part of India's side for a long time now. So, that's a different story. Making the T20 World Cup or not, I'm not too sure whether they will, any one of them would make it. But one thing is for sure, Dhruv Jurel is going to play all the games for Rajasthan this year. Last year, he just got 3 or 4 games, if I remember, and in that also he did pretty well. And after his India debut and what he has done for India in the recently concluded series, I mean, he probably and he will surely start, in fact, in that Rajasthan Royals 11, and I think he would also play a crucial role this year for them.
So not making the T20 World Cup spot another story, because both the players will be focusing on that spot because they know how imperative it would be for their cricketing career if they get a spot performing in the IPL. So they both, I think that they both would be eyeing on the spot in the World Cup because they will look to perform. They will look to perform to get into the teams. Along with Rishabh Pant is definitely fit, but I don't think so that he would get a place in the World Cup squad if he doesn't perform in the IPL. So that could be a
I mean,
point for him. If he performs in IPL spectacularly, then definitely that no one can stop Rishabh Pant in getting into the squad. But yeah, if he doesn't, then Dhruv Jurel has an upper hand along with Ishan Kishan.
if you are talking about T20 World Cup, there are several players in this particular lineup who would be fighting for a place there. I would say, why not Ashwin? Even Ashwin would be looking to play yet another World Cup.
Just talking about
And
wicket keeper batter.
yeah, wicket keeper batter, I still feel Rishabh Pant will make it if he's fit. Although he performs a lot or not, I still feel if he's fit, India will go with Rishabh Pant.
Maybe they can go with Rishabh Pant. So let's come down the order when you have some hard-hitting batters you have who can be a perfect finisher in likes of Riyan Parag, you have Roman Powell, and you have Shimran Hetmeyer. Riyan Parag had a brilliant season with Assam and SMAT, and I personally think that it could be his last season with RR if he doesn't perform well because RR have been giving him many chances. He have been RR have been promoting him throughout the year, throughout the season, and RR desperately want him to perform, but Riyan Parag has not I would say he has not make up to the mark, has not make up to the expectations, and I think that Riyan Parag would be under a scrutiny with from the RR management staff because Riyan Parag, if he wants to make his place in the RR 11 for the next season or even for this season, he has to perform in as many as chances he gets.
Honestly, I'm not sure about this being his last season with RR, even if he does not perform, because as it feels, I particularly see Rajasthan Royals in love with Riyan Parag for some reason. I don't know. They have been just giving him chances one after the another. He hasn't performed. I just remember one single innings that he played, I guess, in Dubai, uh,
Yeah.
where he got Rajasthan Royals over the line. Except for that, in the last 3 seasons, except for fielding, he hasn't performed for Rajasthan Royals. But still, he is continuously playing in the 11. He's not even being dropped from the 11. So I'm not sure whether it will be his last season or not. But he have to get going this season. I feel if a franchise is showing that much of faith in you, it's your job to repay them. Because I don't think if he would have been any other franchise, I don't think he would even have been playing the IPL. They would have just dropped him.
Yeah, that's what.
I know he has done very well in the domestic circuit for his side Assam, but his IPL numbers are honestly, to be brutal honest, they have been, horrific. I mean, it's just been really, really bad, and I think he needs to come good this time around
Yeah,
because you know they have given him enough chances. I mean, more than enough, in fact.
yeah. As I said, apparently it's my opinion because Rajasthan have given him a lot chances, but Riyan Parag somehow has not been up to the mark of Rajasthan's expectations. And as you said, that one inning can't make you play seasons by seasons, but you have to consistently perform for them.
You know,
And he has
but
not
but
been
on the
able to
other
do that.
side, yeah, but on the other side, we can give a benefit of doubt to Rajasthan Royals because we all know he's a quality player. I mean, his performances speak for him. He has done well, you know, done really, really well. He, I think, also won the BCCI Cricketer of the Year or
Yeah,
not Cricketer of the
not
Year,
cricketer of the year, but yeah, yeah,
most runs or something in the BCCI awards as well. So I mean, obviously his performance speaks for himself, but then his IPL numbers, you have to do something with that.
yeah. Domestic season can make you through the IPL into the IPL squad into the IPL squad, but not performing in IPL cannot give you much chances which were given to Riyan Parag, and still he's not been able to show his prowess. He's not able to show his talent. He has not been able to show what he can do for the team. Except one match or except two, three matches, he hasn't really done very well for them. But Rajasthan has to look to someone else to make to give them or Riyan Parag has to make a way for another player because not performing well will hamper the team's overall, I would say, a team's overall position as well as performance. So Riyan Parag, as I said, it's in my opinion that he can lose his spot in the 11 if he doesn't perform this year. And yeah, as I said, that there are other two batters, two finishers. I would say I would preferably say them finishers because Roman Powell and Shimron Hetmyer. Shimron Hetmyer, we have seen him last season. We have seen him over the years, as many as years he has been playing IPL, we have seen him how well he can play on the Indian pitches. Especially, I would mark it up and I will highlight it. How good he, how both of them are a player who can turn the match within 6 balls, or I would say an over. So they, as we said, that they have an explosive batting lineup, not just top three, but they have an explosive top seven, I would say. Dhruv Jurel, let's take it up to Dhruv Jurel, Riyan Parag. If he performs, then we all know that at what strike rates he scored runs. And then we have Josh Butler, we have Yashasvi Jaiswal, we have Sanju Samson as well. So top seven, they are completely brutal.
See, of course, Robin Powell and Hetmeyer. Obviously, we know the power they carry, and we all know what they can do if they just stay there in the middle. I mean, Robin Powell. I mean, against Rajasthan only. When Delhi actually needed 36 in the last over and he hit those three sixes. I mean, it was scary, but and again that no ball incident and whatever happened changed the momentum, and that is a different story. But we all know Robin Powell again. He is a very brutal striker of the ball, and even if needed, he can ball a bit.
Yeah,
That is what Rajasthan needs because I feel they would have to bring out some overs from Robin Powell and even Riyan Parag. They haven't utilized Riyan Parag, the bowler, till now a lot. He
a
might have
lot.
bowled some overs, but they haven't utilized. But I think, given the balance of their side, they would probably need some overs from these two guys as well. And again, Hetmeyer, you don't have to say a lot about him because we all know he can be destructive. So obviously, it's a power pack top seven. If I would look at the order, obviously it's a power pack seven, and Rajasthan would back on their batters to go big every game.
Yeah, definitely. There has to, uh, taking the fact they don't have that much of all-rounders, but they have to completely rely upon their batters. And as you said, that Ryan Parag has to ball along with Roman Powell also. Roman Powell also. He also has to ball. As far as I know, that apparently he has bowled quite a lot for, not quite a lot, but he has bowled quite overs for West Indies. So definitely there wouldn't be a problem for him to bowl for Rajasthan as well. So let's talk about their bowling lineup. They have brilliant spinners with the likes of Chahal and Ravichandran Ashwin. As I mentioned, that Ravichandran Ashwin, he can bat and he did bat in previous years IPL, but he definitely, I don't think so that he can make you win matches if it's 12, if it's, I would say, 40 required from 12 balls. I don't think so that he can make you win matches from there. But definitely he can take the match close. He can hit some shots, but I don't think so that he can be, or he would be considered as an all-rounder. But yeah, we know how good he can ball. We know how much skills he has in his bowling. We know Chehel is a very, I would say, Chehel is a very clever bowler. He just give batter a time to hit, and when he feel that it's the right time, then he can easily take wickets and he can easily make the batter fell in his trap.
Yes, of course, their bowling lineup is pretty solid. You have a Bolt, Ashwin, Chahal, even they have traded in Avesh Khan. Again, Kuldeep Sen, Navdeep Saini. These all are good options. Although they will miss Prasidh Krishna, who has been very good for
Yeah.
them. But as he's out with an injury, so of course they would miss him. But still, they have pretty solid bowling, I feel, because the likes of Bolt and bringing in Avesh Khan is actually, they wouldn't have thought about it back then in the auction, but it would be to their benefit now because Prasidh Krishna is out, so Avesh Khan comes in as a straight replacement for him, I feel. So yes, and Ashwin and Chahal, we all know the experience they carry. Although Chahal is not getting a place in the Indian side, but as you mentioned, he's a very clever bowler. Yes, I feel they have a pretty solid bowling lineup. The likes of Bolt, Chahal, Ashwin, Avesh Khan, the player which they have traded in. They also have Adam Zampa, Kuldeep Sen, Navdeep Saini. Although they'll miss Prasidh Krishna as he's out with an injury, but trading in Avesh Khan will now benefit them because he can be a straight replacement for Prasidh Krishna. And Bolt, obviously, he would be important. They would want Bolt to perform with the new ball and also at the death. And again, coming to Ashwin and Chahal, we all know the quality that they both have. Although Chahal is not getting games for India, but still, as we all know how clever he is, as you even mentioned that he's a very clever bowler. He knows how to pick up wickets, and he would surely be eyeing that World Cup. I mean, why not? Although he's not being considered, but still, who knows? A purple cap season, an exceptional season, and you just might see him in that T20 World Cup squad as well. So Chahal would surely be eyeing, and I would say even Ashwin. India still does not have a good off spin option except from Washington Sundar. So I feel even he would want to end a career on a high because probably it's his last 2, 3 years of playing, and he would surely eye to play another World Cup for India. So I mean, obviously they have a pretty solid bowling. Uh, yeah, I feel they have very good even backups are good. Kuldeep Sen, the whatever amount of cricket he has played for Rajasthan, he has been good, and they have also brought in some new faces in the form of Abid Mustaq and Andre Berger. So yes, their bowling attack looks pretty solid, I would say.
Yeah, with when you talk about being Ashwin and Chahal, and along with them, you have Adam Zampa as well. So when you consider them, so you have a problem of foreign players. So when you want to make Adam Zampa bring in your 11, then you have to keep any of the foreign batter, I would say, out of the 11, and you have to bring in Zampa because we know he's one of the best bowlers in T20I, and he's I would if I'm not wrong, he's the third best bowler in ODI also. So we know that Adam Zampa is a very very good bowler,
But
and he have
but
been showing that.
countering that part, he has not played a lot in the IPL. And whatever he has played, his performances have not been that good.
Yeah,
Although we know his international records, but still his IPL records are a concern. And I personally don't see him making the 11. I feel Ashwin and Chahal will be the two spinners who will feature in their 11 going into the first game. And probably Adam Zampa can come in later in the tournament. But yes, his IPL records are not too good.
yeah, his IPL records
But
are not
again,
too
we
good, but
know.
he hasn't even played that matches. So to make the IPL records go good, you have to play matches, and definitely Adam Zampa can do that because we all know how good he can do at the international level. Not on the Indian pitches, we have not seen him, as you said, that we have not seen him performing so well at the in the IPL. But yeah, to show a performance, you have to make him play matches, and definitely Rajasthan Royals would go with him in not initially, but in the middle phase of the tournament, definitely.
See, I also feel the problem of foreign players have forced the sides to not play him because eventually you can play only four foreigners, and that sometimes becomes a problem because sides usually prefer to play Indian bowlers,
Yeah,
Indian spinners especially, and that basically has not helped Zampa's cause when it comes to the playing 11. So I feel he has been unlucky in that aspect.
yeah.
So if he gets going, he can be good. We
Yeah,
know
that's what I
that.
mentioned, that if you want to play Zampa, then you have to make any foreign batter sit out the 11, and then only you can make a spot for Zampa in. So now let's talk about, you talked about Nandre Burger, Avesh Khan, and Trent Bolt, and also Kuldeep Singh. Kuldeep Singh might be a good option for RR when you talk about death bowling options. But at the same time, Nandre Burger, he is not quite a good bowler when you talk about death. We have seen that in SA20, he is not quite effective when it comes to death bowling. Definitely, he can bowl in the power play or before uh, 16th or 15th overs. And Trent Bolt as well. He can make the ball swing, but he has not been very good in the death overs. So pace bowling attack, it could be a problem along with considering Avesh Khan in the squad. Avesh Khan, we have seen him playing for LSG last year. We have also seen him in international cricket. So his records definitely were not one of the best of them, and it would be a concern for Rajasthan when it comes to death bowling because both Trent Bolt and Nandre Burger, they can bowl in the power plays or before 15th or 16th overs. And when you see Avais Khan, definitely you want to give him ball in the death overs, but he can't show his skills in that phase as well because he is very expensive nowadays when it comes to IPL as well as international cricket.
See, but I still feel Bolt is a pretty good option at the death. I don't know about his exact records, but what I know is he can nail those Yorkers pretty well. He has that ability to nailing the Yorkers, and he has been doing it for Rajasthan. He has done quite good for Rajasthan in the death, if I can remember. And when it comes to Avesh Khan, still. you cannot predict with him, to be honest. He is obviously a good bowler. He is a quality bowler. That's why he has played for India, and he has played for India substantially. But again, he has those death bowling abilities as well. He can bowl those slower balls pretty good. Even he can bowl those wide yorkers. So again, it depends on how he goes about. I mentioned that they have a solid attack, and I still feel they have, because I will back Avesh Khan, because he would also be eyeing a comeback to the Indian side, if not in the World Cup, then post that. But I feel he can do well, and if he does well, then I don't think that that bowling would that big. I don't think it will be that big an issue.
Not predicting anything or not doubting his ability to bowl in death overs, but his Yorkers or his bowling wide Yorkers, it hasn't been so effective for the team when you consider Rajasthan or when you consider LSG or India as well. So that's the concern I am seeing that his he can definitely bowl those bowls, but it haven't been that effective for the respective teams. So yeah, Nandre Burger as well, but Kuldeep Singh definitely he can be a great option for them when it comes to bowl in power play as well as in the death overs as well. So death over we have discussed that there are some complexities with them, and in when you talked about all rounders
I
as
mean,
well.
we are actually missing Sandeep Sharma.
No, no, yeah,
He's
coming to yeah,
he's a very solid bowler and a very good death bowler.
yeah,
I mean, the game against CSK last year, defending that score against MS Dhoni was difficult. It might have looked a 17 or 18 run in 1 over, but again, given the batter, it was an exceptional job, and he actually nailed Yorkers. If I
yeah.
remember, he nailed 4 Yorkers in that over. So he's a very solid option to bowl at the death and even up front, because he can swing that ball. So again, he's a very solid option, I would say.
Yeah, that would be the main reason why Rajasthan have retained him because they have shown faith in him. They have shown faith in his death bowling abilities as well as the way he concede wickets for his team or whatever team he plays for. So Sandeep Sharma definitely I am going to back Sandeep Sharma when it comes to my playing 11. And with having said that, let's come to making a playing 11 or probable playing 11. What you would like to go with? I would like you to go
See,
with your answer.
I'm basically telling you their batting 11. Batting 11 as in if they bat first, because we have that impact player rule and
Yeah,
all
yeah.
of those things, and as they do not have all rounders, so I would surely George Butler and Jaiswal will open. Sanju will bat in at 3. At 4, I feel Hetmaya could come in, which will be followed by Dhruv Jurel, Robin Powell, and Riyan Parag. These will be my 7 batters, not in particular order. Obviously, the order would, differ according to match situations. But these 7 are going to be my batters. Then in the bowling lineup, there would be an Ashwin, Trent Bolt, Chahal, and either of Sandeep Sharma or Avesh Khan, whosoever they place. I feel Sandeep Sharma could start, but they have traded in Avesh Khan, so I'm not too sure whom they would go with. And in case they are bowling first, then any one of the Indian batters, probably a Dhruv Jurel, can go out, and Kuldeep Singh can come in as the impact player.
So that would be your playing 11 you would go for in the initial phases when it comes to Rajasthan Royals playing their
Yes, and
matches.
and also Rovman Powell. I would say Rovman Powell or Donovan Ferreira. Any one of them can be there, because Donovan Ferreira had a pretty good SA20,
Yeah.
where he played for the Johannesburg Super Kings. So he can also make the cut in place of Robin Powell.
So let's start with my playing 11. I would go with Jaiswal and Butler as my opening batters. Then at number 3, it would be Sanju Samson, their captain and wicketkeeper. And then it's at number 4, it would be Jurel. He can also keep the wickets. It depends upon the captain and the team or the staff, management staff with whoever they want to go. Then at number 4, it's Riyan Parag, then followed by Shimron Hetmeyer and Roman Powell, both the finishers for my team. Then it's Ravichandran Ashwin and Yuzvendra Chahal. Then Kuldeep Singh and Navdeep Saini can make in the 11. Both either of them would make the 11 for me. Then it's Brent Bolt, and at the 12th, as the 12th player, as the impact player, I would keep in Avesh Khan. If Rajasthan gets to bat first, then Avesh Khan can come when they are bowling, because he can come and bowl the 4 overs for the team, and he can make all those 20 overs along with Bolt, Ashwin, Chahal, and Sain. He would make the all 20 overs complete. So yeah, if so that would be, I would say, my playing 11. And I think that you would also keep a bowler as an impact player, or if there is any change.
That that depends now what they are doing. If they are
Yeah, yeah,
batting, then
if they bat first.
yeah. So I would then probably, as I previously mentioned, I would go in with Kuldeep Singh or an Avesh Khan as the uh, impact player, whosoever, because I feel Sandeep Sharma or Avesh Khan, any one of them will start.
Yeah.
Considering that whosoever starts, I mean any two of Sandeep Sharma, Avesh Khan, and Kuldeep Singh would feature.
So that is for the 11, and I should ask you any and another main question. So what do you think, that do you see them qualifying this year?
I feel they will qualify probably. They will finish at the third or the fourth because it's a formidable side. I mean, their batting is power packed. They have experienced bowlers, and they have been performing consistently. And I feel they would qualify this year as well. Whether they will lift the title, not too sure about it. But I feel they will qualify.
As you said that, yeah, it's a concrete batting 11, and they also have some veterans when it comes to Bolt, and Navdeep Saini has also been playing for them when you consider Ashwin and Chahal also. So they know about the pitches there, they know about their home pitches, and they know how to take wickets whenever required by the team. So yeah, definitely it's a full packed team, and definitely it's a team which deserves to be qualified in this season. And yeah, definitely we look forward to this team. We look up to this team, that how would they perform, and would be they able to claim their second title after winning the first season of the very start in the IPL. So that's it from our side. I hope that you like the video. I hope you would be very interesting to see these kinds of videos by Spogo News, especially, and uh, specifically this series preseason team analysis, and we'll be definitely covering up all the teams which are we still left with. And that's it from our side. Myself, Raghav, along with Devans, signing off. Do share our video, do like our video, and do subscribe our page as well. Thank you for watching.